Name change for all parties to remain privacy. TLDR, my friend Jane's BF, John, pulled a prank gone wrong and accidentally burned down her whole intricate Minecraft build she spent months on. As a revenge, she accessed his email and deleted his Activision, Battle.net, and Blizzard account to wipe out his extensive Overwatch progression that he had since 2016 when he was a professional player in college and from tournaments throughout the years after he graduated. He dumped her after finding out. Story: my BFF Jane, 26F, and her BF John, 30M, have been dating for 6 years. John is an avid gamer and played Overwatch professionally in college, still playing in online tournaments, and he has an extensive achievements/history that he prides himself with. Jane's not really a gamer, but occasionally plays a few games. Back in January, John convinced Jane to play Minecraft with him, and she agreed as long as the three of us play in the realm, me, Jane, and John. He agreed, and we created a realm in Bedrock, played consistently together for a month till I had to take a break. Work schedule changed. Jane ended up loving the game and made an intricate Japanese village with villagers, redstone stuff, and this giant sakura tree using all pink blocks in the game. She spent 5 hours every day after work and days off building her little ecosystem. It was her pride and joy. She would always give me tour of the new things she added whenever I could play. Send me pics of her progress on Discord. One late night, in mid-June, Jane called me hysterically, crying to the point it was hard to understand her. After 20 minutes of trying to calm her down, Jane told me John burned down her village/community as a prank and tried to blame it on the pillagers. She isn't super familiar with Minecraft character mechanics. It was only supposed to be a small part of her village, but the fire got too out of control and John couldn't manage it, so he gave up and let it burn till only a few blocks were left and all her villagers/animals died. She found out when she logged in, and she spawned at the original spawn point. Confused, she asked John what had happened. She said he had profusely apologized and tried to offer in helping her build it back, but it made her more mad, told him he was a POS. Led to nasty exchange between two of them, which he said it was just a game, and she shouldn't be so hung up over fake animals and characters. She stated she was upset at how could a person she loved would do such a cruel thing, especially since he knew how much she enjoyed it. After her vent, I offered my support and even suggested to make a realm for just the two of us without John and my place to stay if she needed space. She appreciated the support and thanked me for my kindness, but declined. After that call, I didn't hear from her for some time. Last week, after small communications here and there, Jane had told me John dumped her BC as a revenge of what happened to the Minecraft thing. Jane deleted John's Blizzard, Battle.net, and Activision account. Jane has access to all of John's accounts, emails, and passwords. All of his Overwatch progressions, achievements, purchases, history is gone that he had built up since 2016 personally and professionally. When John tried to call the customer support line to get his ACC back, they couldn't do anything as the request was already done. Jane devised a plan to keep John playing with Minecraft after the prank incident to keep him occupied, so she acted like she forgave him and moved past it. Without John's knowledge, she accessed his Blizzard and Activision account to request deletion, going as far as getting to his email to process everything and delete any evidence. John doesn't check his email often, and he found out after getting onto his Overwatch and his account was gone. At first he thought it was a bug and tried to log in on his accounts, but couldn't do so. Then Jane told him she deleted it as a prank. John lost his shit, told her to get out, and never speak to him again. She retorted back that it was just a game and he shouldn't have been so invested in silly characters. John said this was different as he had lost a major part of his life, and now he cannot play in tournaments anymore. Anyways, after severe back and forth nasty argument and him throwing shit, Jane left his place, they lived together, and moved back with her parents. She didn't tell me when did this all happen BTW. Jane is still my BFF. Her and John are broken up for good, and she does not regret her actions. Jane sometimes still wonder why John would call it quits since he started first, but I think both of them are in the wrong. I have asked her in the past if she ever thinks she may have gone overboard considering it was months of effort on builds versus years of history in game. Her answer is yes, but mainly no. It wasn't about the build. It was the humiliation and wanting to see her hurt. So sorry for the long post. I just needed to get this out of my system. I believe both of them were in the wrong and have expressed my perspective, and Jane understands my thoughts on it. She still thinks being dumped for it was unwarranted for. Edit to add. I edited the years John played BC Overwatch didn't come out in 2016. Yes, he started playing in mid-2016, but started college in 2014. I just suck remembering timelines. After the whole prank thing, I didn't hear from Jane much other than checking in on her as work was hectic, but I did my best. Never heard anything from John since the prank. Also, people have mentioned backups on both ends. Jane stated the backup wouldn't have mattered BC if he really cared about her feelings. He wouldn't have done it in the first place, and the damage was already done since he waited for her reaction before suggesting the backup or rebuilding together. Jane had John occupied with Minecraft enough to make sure it was deleted. She did her research. John found out after logging in for a friendly scrim match with his old teammates.